So what I have here is a Firesteel from North49, and what it comes with is this saw blade striker. Now it's coated in black, and the only sharp edge is the saw blade itself. So this coating and the smoothness of this edge prevents you from using that as a striker. Now what I found is that this is very ineffective. It doesn't throw a good spark at all. It's frustrating to use. It's uncomfortable to hold. You have to grip the blade itself, which I know they're just trying to keep costs down and producing them like this, but a little bit of thought, maybe an area that didn't have the teeth, just to make it a little more comfortable. I mean, you could wrap some of the cord around it, but as an effective striker, it simply isn't. Now you could modify it. You could use a file and try to sharpen this edge, but I mean, you shouldn't have to. It should work as is. If you're going to do that, you might as well just either use a multi-tool. You can use the saw on that or the file on it as your striker. You could use your knife. Now, if you have a carbon steel knife, a lot of them come coated like this to protect them from corrosion. Some people, what they do is they modify their knife. They create a little sharp edge there with a file, and they use that as the striker. I haven't done that with this, but you can. Some knives are really great, like the cheap Moras. They'll have a sharp edge on the back that doesn't have any coating, and you can use those, and they work great as a striker. Now, what you could do is, instead of buying this, you could get something that's a little more expensive, but comes with a fantastic striker. This is the Bear Gyrlls Firesteel, and the striker on this is great. It's simple. All it is, a piece of steel with two sides that have a sharp edge. So you really kind of have 4 sharp edges there that you can work with, and it produces a much better spark than this. I mean, they're not that much more expensive. If you're out in the bush, you're depending on this as your means of producing a fire. Why not save yourself the frustration and just spend a bit of extra money and get something that has a very good striker on it? It makes a big difference. Another thing I actually like about this is that in the back here has a storage area where you can keep some cotton. So if you're out in the woods on a day like today where everything is completely soaked, and it's hard to find a good dry tinder, you have it right with your Firesteel.